Hello, kids. How are you, kids? Yeah, or friends, or both. Yeah, I'm sure that kids are watching Guitar Quackery live sometimes. Oh, look at that. I already have a viewer. So fast. Oh, yeah, Dr. Slam RN. So is RN a registered nurse? I was just kind of wondering. I am a kiddo. Yeah, me too. So it's better to feel like a kid. Yes, as in registered nurse. Okay. Yeah, so since you're here, I have to thank you publicly. See, I'm not in focus. This camera. Okay, now I'm in focus. For supporting this channel. Yeah, thank you so much. It really helps, right? And I need to connect to my switcher, which sometimes doesn't work. So it's the VPN that's messing me up. I see connect. Why is it not connecting? All right. So speaking of the VPN, so I tried NordVPN. This is another VPN called Surfshark, owned by the same company. So what's the difference? I don't know. But yeah, and look, now it's not connecting, so I won't be able to use my phone to switch. Okay, whatever. I'll use the other device. So speaking of VPNs, I just published a video. Well, I didn't publish it yet. I uploaded it. I got to do some things to it before it goes public, and you'll be able to watch it. As in you, for sure, Slam, because I know you support the other channel as well, and preview, right, in early access. It's about guitar. What else is new? Yeah, it's about a guitar. The video is about a Martin 000C guitar. And what does NordVPN have to do with it? Well, when I was recording the video, NordVPN was messing me up. Just like this VPN is messing me up now. I can't connect. So I kind of talked about it in the video, mentioned it. And the video was not sponsored by NordVPN, by the way, right? So what do we have here on the bench? So this works. Yeah, this will work. All right. Check it out. This is the guitar. So we're not working on the frets, we're working on the body, which means I got to show you this part, okay? So I'm using this switcher, which is a Stream Deck, instead of the switcher that should be appearing here. And I turned off the VPN. Oh no, look, it keeps turning back on. See, that's why. Let's just quit that damn thing. And they still haven't figured this out. I spent so much time on their support, and you gotta talk through their chat. Disconnect. There you go. And then it's the chat on their website, and then when you disconnect, you lose connection with the chatting person you're chatting with. You gotta start over again just to test something. And see, now it's connecting. There you go. VPN. So they still haven't figured out their stuff, okay? And they couldn't tell me how to set up so that it works. So I had to pay the developer of this app that doesn't have anything to do with VPNs. I had to pay him. Well, sure, I was happy to pay because he's a wonderful person and he developed this app to troubleshoot the VPN that I'm paying for, because the tech support of the VPN couldn't figure it out. All right. So that cost me $80. I gave him $80 for like 45 minutes of his time. We're doing a Zoom call. Okay. All right. So we're logged on. We have 4 people, including the customer watching. I just sent him a link. So now let's talk about this, because I need to explain. This is going to be a short live stream, but this is where we're at. So if you look at this, I don't know if you can see this. I think you can. If I orient this pickup cavity like this, you can see that these are not parallel to this. They're a little crooked. But not only that, if you insert something into the holes are not at a 90-degree angle either. Okay, this is a smaller diameter, but okay, so when I mount the pickup, it's not really flush. It's a little bit off. So we can fix this like this. Okay, so what did I do this? The holes were wrong, so I had to plug it, and that's how I plugged it. Oh, I see, I'm gonna have to remove this wire as well. Or maybe not. I'll be careful. And now I'm going to route it flush. So if we want to fix these holes, we're going to have to use this same method, except we won't drill through the body, obviously. Here we have to drill through the body because this is this. Okay, and this part, by the way, is very thin, which I don't like. And here we have unnecessary space. So look, I'll just take something, a nut. So maybe not quite as much as, this is 1/8 of an inch. So maybe not quite as much as this, but definitely we have space here which we don't need, which makes this thinner, which normally, you know, doesn't matter. But in this case, it does matter, because we're using this piece of wood to put the screws through, the pickup screws. So what I'm thinking of doing is, I think I want to fabricate a little plate that's a little bit thinner than 1/8 of an inch. Maybe not for the whole surface area, maybe just this part, just to, you know, to make it easier. And that will not interfere with the springs, but the screws will have more to bite into. Okay, so now all I want to do here is I want to route out these two plugs, okay? And I'm going to be careful not to touch the wire here. Okay, so let's get ready for this. I have my vacuum cleaner, and then I'll route out the front, and that'll be that for this live stream. But I'll be live streaming more today because we'll be doing an interesting project, a soundboard repair, crack repair. Dr. Feno01 says hi there. Hello to you. Moderators, okay, whatever. Okay. So, what's the best way to do this? Well, let's put the guitar away for a moment. I'm going to change the route a bit. Right here. No one's going to take it. Some people rehearsing there, talking about rehearsals. All right, so I have this. This is a battery powered. I got 3 bars, so I got to be careful. It's always a good idea to remove the battery, so if I turn it on, it doesn't spin and cut my fingers off. So I'm going to remove this route a bit. That's the small one, so that I can produce tight radius corners. And I'm going to use this one instead. This one should be good, all right? Okay. That's that. Now we can put this back. Let's check that it works. Okay. Before we turn that on, we look. It's fine. It works. Okay. So now let's put the guitar back on the workbench. We won't need this. Yeah. So this guitar has a custom neck. Well, the whole guitar is custom. We talked about this during the last live stream. Made by Rick Kelly of Carmine Street Guitars. Modified by Guitar Quackery. But as we discovered, he did some quackery to this guitar. Don't want to talk bad about my colleague. But I did talk about it last time. Okay. Oh, important. So we used epoxy to do this, and this was my mixing surface, and I always save it just to check to see how it is. So it's all cured. So if this is cured, this means this is cured because that's the actual same epoxy. So now I no longer need this, and I'm going to simply route this flush. Okay, so here we lower our router. I mean our router bit, right? Now it's too low, so a little higher up now. Oh, wrong direction. That's got to be open. Okay, we'll start with this. I can always go a little bit lower. And I am going to put this here, vacuum. And this is it. This is my setup. So I have a vacuum cleaner right here. Okay, just think before you do anything. You know what? I don't like it. I don't like it. It's not safe. Because this... Yeah, I can show you. So we got to work safely. You see, you don't see the ball bearing on this router bit. So we do need to use a shorter one, which I have right here. So this is the one I'm going to use, so that the ball bearing can hit the side. I mean, I only want to work here. But if I accidentally hit the side with this one, it's going to damage the side. Okay? So we need to put the other one. It just takes a minute. Now it's safe to hold it because I removed the battery, right? So not this one, shorter one. And same thing, I do my alignment. I plunge it. Okay, it's not scraping the bottom, which is how I want it now. We can go all around and it's not going to cut anything on the sides because of the ball bearing. Okay? And now I can put the battery back. And let's do some cutting. All right, so every time, with any kind of cutting, routing, just check, double check, triple check everything before you do anything. Because that takes less time than fixing. Oh, and I need sip. I didn't sleep well last night. I only had a few hours of sleep. Couldn't sleep. Okay. All right. Let's see. This is where we are. Okay, here. Okay, it's got to come to a full stop before you look, okay? And let's see. Okay, so if we want it to be completely flush, we need to just lower the cutter a little bit. Okay, so I did this intentionally, just to trim it first, and now we lower it. So I just move it, and I adjust it, and now I feel that it's scraping the surface a little bit, starting to scrape. So I want to lift it a little bit and make my adjustment. Okay, and that should be good. So here we go again. Okay, this feels nice and smooth. Nice and smooth enough, and now we can do the exact same thing on the other side. So we're going to make sure that this isn't moving. So maybe, since I don't want to remove the neck, maybe I put something here. Hold on, let me find something. Yeah, we don't want it to move. Stack of Post-it notes, maybe. Not thick enough. I mean, I'm not too worried about it. I don't think it would really... Oh, here. MDF. That's it. Look. So I just put this here. And now it's steadier. So here, same thing. I'm going to adjust my depth. Okay, this is too deep. I'll do the same exact thing. Okay, except now I gotta be careful not to hit this wire or this claw, all right? And I can just be careful, no problem. Okay, let's have a look. Okay, so it is a little bit proud of this surface. It's not completely flush. Let me see how this turned out here. Okay. Okay, so same thing. We'll just now adjust it for the second pass a little bit lower. I don't want to actually remove any material from the surrounding area, you know, just the glue squeeze out, the epoxy squeeze out, and the plugs. I do want it to be flush because I think I'm going to be gluing a board onto this surface. Okay, let's move it here. So it's scraping on this side, but not on this side. So it looks like this was routed at an angle a little bit. I don't know. So how do you route at an angle? Well, when you put your template, if you have like sawdust or something, you didn't clean it up, then the template is going to be at an angle. Okay, let me lower it just a bit. Yeah, that's fine. All right, so this is flush, which means we have a flush surface for gluing, right? We can glue a piece of wood like this for the screws. It could even be just a strip like this, or it could be from here to here. Well, it doesn't matter. Yeah, because if it goes underneath the claw, well, I still don't want the springs to hit it. Yeah, so I'm gonna have to think about it, you know, about the thickness. But it'll be better than nothing. It's a good idea to do it because this is, we discovered this is very thin. We discovered that because we drilled through it, so there's not much to hold the wood. So now what kind of wood would I use? Maybe maple. This is maple. Yeah, maple would be best. So I have to find a piece of maple. And that's it. So now the question I have for the customer, which I can discuss with him later over text messages, is if we should be fixing this or not. So again, so if that's not going to be my decision, right? Because this will be an extra little project. Yeah. Okay, so what oh, I wasn't showing it. Yeah. So if we should be fixing this or not. All right. So the pickup ends up being a little bit tilted. Okay, so what I will do is I will actually take this with me because I am going to drill on a drill press. Okay, so let me remove the neck, and this is going to leave the doctor's office tonight and hopefully be returned tomorrow. But I don't have a drill press here. Now there's ways of drilling straight without a drill press. You're basically going to make a little jig, a block of wood with a hole through it that you made on the drill press. But, you know, so I could have done that, but the drill press method is just better. So I'm going to take it with me, and at other facility, Guitar Quackery facility, I'm going to do the drilling. Okay, it's pretty lightweight, so I take this with me. Dr. Jeffrey Boyle is here, and Dr. Fats Variety Vibes Show. How's it going? Yeah, so kids, I'll be doing another live stream. I just got to get ready for it. So this one is done for the day, and I am going to start preparing for the other one. Acoustic guitar, Gibson, fracture repair. I'll explain everything during that live stream, okay? So let me wrap it up. I got a lot of work, and like I said, there will be another live stream, so perhaps I will see you guys later. Thank you. Bye.